This podcast is brought to you by AT&T.
Welcome to the Lonely Boy Hour podcast, the only podcast where the hosts can have the worst mic or internet situations ever, and they still record. I'm here joined by the silent co-host, Kelvin. Kelvin, introduce yourself.
We haven't done a clap sync yet,
I know.
Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for participating. Lag, it's all good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Lonely Boy Hour, the only podcast now available in 3D. I am, of course, your host, Kelvin, aka the Noodle Doodler, and I'm joined with my fabulous co-host, Trash.
Hi, it's me, Trash, or Zoe, if you feel uncomfortable with Trash. I know our guest is a little uncomfortable with that. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Guest.
We're joined with the Camtoonist. I assume is your last name.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly it. You caught it on.
Actually, is your first name Cameron? I'm just placing a guess.
You actually are correct. Yes, it is Cameron.
Did I guessed.
I mean, to be honest, what are the other options?
Camden. My name is Camden.
Cameroon. Yes, I am the full country of Cameroon.
My name is just Camber. Why do you ask?
Camber.
It is just Cam. It's not Cameron. It's just
Excuse
Cam.
me. I did not go through life with the name Camberella, knowing that people will mistreat me like this.
Anyway, Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup. Would you like to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes. Hi.
Oh wait, Campbell's a name. That could have been one.
Campbell,
that's
like
a whole
soup?
name. Yeah, that's why I just said Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm less of a soup and more of a snack. Okay, hi. My name is Camtoonist, Cam for short. I am a aspiring 3D artist and animator on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Zoe, you mentioned right before the podcast actually started that you had like about 8,000 questions.
I have
so I'm
so
going
many
to let
questions.
you take the steering wheel on this
Artist
one.
to artist.
I am an open book.
So I did some 3D work in undergrad. Not a lot because I hated it. Mm-hmm. I don't like the sculpting. You know, we probably have different opinions on how much work is worth it for art. Showing that you're probably making like a decent life out of art. I'm not. So, but you 3D art is not easy. It takes a long time.
Absolutely.
You do episodes on TikTok that are like less than a minute. How is that effort worth it?
It's
a deep question, but I need to know because like
I get it. You're basically you could just go out and say it, Cameron. Why are you crazy? So,
yes.
Basically, I do it because it comes from the joy of the creating.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know. I actually went to school for art, but not 3D. Everything I've done has been self-taught.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can respect that.
So it really drove me to learn at my own pace and learn what I love to do instead of, hey, let's animate this like particular person. No, let's do something involved in something you're passionate about, like another hobby, and make that a learning experience. And that kind of just culminated to, hey, there's this platform that feels right. It thrives off of short form, so I'll be able to make animations and be able to produce and learn quicker.
Right.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like TikTok is honestly one of the better options for animation at this point, because you can't get away with a 45-second animation on TikTok. They'll throw you into the streets and laugh at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back when you got another 9 minutes and 15 seconds, my man.
Right.
Then you're welcome.
I commend that. The joy of art to produce though. Mm-hmm. That's really awesome.
So I mean that's a good question as far as metrics go. How long does it take you to make your average?
Right.
I don't know how 30 seconds I think is your average video length. I don't know for sure. I'm not monitoring that pretty
honestly,
heavily.
I'm not that much either. It really depends. My videos range very wildly. However, It also depends on what it is and the complexity of the animation. Now, I've done ones where I do a simple turnaround of a character model. If I'm already using existing models that I've made, then it's going to be a little bit less.
Yeah.
Right.
But it depends. Like I've done stuff in a day. I've done stuff in a week. It all just depends.
Right, because building a
Yeah.
whole character model just to do a 30-second video is a lot.
Because
you just did one for your brother, right, or your siblings?
Yeah. Well, that one was kind of just like a face sculpt. So I didn't really have to go full in to if I was doing a full character.
But for me, even then, I'm like, that's a lot of work.
It is, but it was fun. It was fun practice, and it definitely came from the love of the platform, the art, and the love that I have. So for him, so it was worth it.
I love that.
It's such an like interesting thing to watch, like 3D animation, just because I so much work goes into it. When you see a lot of 2D animators on TikTok, they're not like full motion animations. It's basically picture to picture, maybe some things move, which isn't as easy to pull off in 3D. And I don't know. It's a very fascinating thing to me from someone who can't do any sort of visual animation.
There are a lot of pros and cons and a lot of challenges in 2D as well. I know a variety of 2D animation animators on the platform as well, and I do see the struggles they go through as well. It is their own set of challenges.
Oh yeah, and I know one, maybe, I guess, Zoe, you can do 2D animation. I have heard rumor of.
I can. I just don't.
And you supposedly did some for the podcast, and a year later they still haven't dropped.
Oh,
You know,
no.
it's sitting in a vault somewhere. Not somewhere. It's in my file.
Can
right
you
now.
give them to me, or just post them on our YouTube channel?
I mean, they're not good. That's the problem.
Then at least send them to me. You told me about them a year ago.
Because I keep opening the file and going.
You're like, they're done.
I keep opening
and
the
I'm like,
file.
cool. When are they going to go up? And you're like, oh, when my internet gets better. And now I think it's better. Like,
See, this is the struggle of artists.
There's never.
It's never perfect.
Yeah. There's never enough tweens. There's never
Yes.
enough in betweens. We're good.
yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I guess for both of you, since I'm now just interviewing the animation community at large here. I guess it's just you two. I'm not a visual artist. I'm an audio
We're gonna get more
artist.
artists on the show.
Yeah, this is hopefully a sign of things to come. But I lost my question. It's gone. My cat ran up and rubbed her face on my knee, and now it's gone. I was too distracting.
Can we get an Amber Alert?
Oh, I got
question?
it.
Okay, go ahead.
I got it. We're good. So, has there ever been, I guess, Zoe, you could just use the ones I just mentioned, but Campbell here, Cameron Campbell, Camber.
Yes.
Is there ever been an animation that you've made to, completion and then gone, I'm not going to post this?
I don't know if it's been to completion. There are ones that I've kind of scrapped because there are some of it where the work in it wasn't going to be fulfilling or wasn't going to be good enough, and it wouldn't be able to get the amount of it just wouldn't have gone over well as well. There's just a bunch of things to consider, and kind of mid through, I'm like, I'm putting all this work into this thing that is not going to bring me joy, and it's just going to be more tedium than fun. And so yeah, there are a lot of things that are on the cutting room floor.
Okay. I was just wondering, because, obviously, I only see what you post.
Exactly.
When TikTok decides that I can see
Right.
what you post,
Yes,
that is.
yes. All hail the TikTok overlords.
Yeah, so how did you really, this is a question I like to ask all TikTokers, and I always forget to, how did you kind of decide to do TikTok? Did you start as a fan, and then you were like, I could start doing this, or did you start kind of going into TikTok with the intention of being a creator?
It kind of was kind of a fad thing. I downloaded it, and I was just kind of seeing what this was. I wasn't sure. I got a lot of humor out of it. they're a lot has changed since then, but they're still keep this really zany type of humor that's very what's the word I'm trying to say, like improvisational, and just it's all off the wall, and I just really attached myself to that. And then I kept seeing more animations. One of my friends that I first became one of my first people that I followed was Pizza Cartoons, and like seeing this stuff made me realize like, hey, I am sitting on a bunch of stuff that I love to do. This seems perfect for it. So that's when it all kind of started.
Nice. It's exciting. I caught you on it was either a When Fandom Strikes live stream or a That Great Gentleman live stream. And that's kind of where it got started for me. Because that's where I meet a lot of my people I'm fans of.
Right.
Yes, Zoe?
I just stumbled into TikTok out of nowhere.
Yeah, so we vaguely told our stories. Zoe is, I think she said, a slip of the wrist, a slip of the, it was, I put a TikTok, an audio about it on TikTok, what your reasoning was. My story is that my 2019 New Year's resolution was to think for myself and kind of develop my own opinions, not just listen to what other people say. And I had only heard bad things about TikTok, and I was like, let's actually check it out for myself. And I opened that bad boy up, and instead of just finding only cringe, actually the first thing I saw was a Thoughts That Keep Me Up at Night from When Fandom Strikes,
which is a great series.
and I was like, oh, there are good creators here. Within the first 10 minutes, that's kind of what got me going.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's still in the stigma of how it used to be on YouTube, where YouTube's only cat videos. Well, that's not true, and it really wasn't true when people said that. But now we just think, it's cringe and dance videos, which a lot of it is, but there is a much more under the surface.
I think from what I've seen, I'm no longer I'm seeing less and less on YouTube, which is the metric for how good other apps are doing.
Right.
Yes.
I've seen less and less cringe compilations of TikToks and more actual TikTok compilations of D&D content. D&D TikToks that get me ready for a session, or hilarious animal, actual compilations. So I think it's becoming less and less viewed as cringy, and more the premier short form video platform. Because again, YouTube is not a short form video platform. Really. To be fair, TikTok's really all we got. What are you gonna do? Go to Byte? Who the fuck cares about Byte?
Don't knock Byte. Listen, I think Byte's gonna do a thing.
Byte had a strong start by trying to be Vine too, but I think a lot of people realized that they only liked Vine because of the time period that it was in, where everyone wanted something kind of silly and quotable they could repeat to their friends for a quick and easy laugh that they in no way deserved. And I stand by that, because that's what that was at the time. And TikTok has that too. The amount of times I've been at conventions and just from two different parts of a building, I'll hear one group shout "hit or miss," and the other group shout "I guess they never miss." Huh?
It happens in the store.
That's literally happened to me more than once, which it shouldn't happen even once. That's still somewhat of an element, but it's not the only thing. Whereas, with TikTok, you could shout most TikTok quotes and people would know what you're referencing and would think it's funny, even though all you did was just quote a TikTok.
Exactly.
If I start talking about two bros chilling in a hot tub, you know how far apart they are.
And why they are.
Because they're not gay.
Yeah, exactly. That was the weirdest way to describe that line, but both of you instantly knew what I was talking about.
Absolutely.
And Zoe is laughing, so it did what it was supposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah, and but I think at this point, since they're I don't think 6.5 seconds is the perfect amount of time for short form comedy. I think it's just shy of enough, and you can see that with people like Thomas Sanders and ProZD, who are these people who started as Vine comedians. And now that they're not on Vine, they still make short videos, but they're now 30 seconds.
Right.
Yes.
40 seconds. It's just, you can't you can't really make a joke that easily in that short amount of time. It has to be just like there's no way you can set up and perform a punchline that fast easily. So I'm not going to say there were no like really good comedy bits that were that short, but they were a lot harder to get to.
I think the pro to the short form, really short form, was it forced creativity. And once people, like you said, Percy C, Thomas Sanders, great people, once they were able to develop that craft of, hey, I need to create something very creative in this short form and still get the reaction I need, it trained them to become great creators. And now that they have more to work with, they are just being able to unleash what they want is fully realized. So it is a good starting platform to build up those muscles.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the way I kind of look at it is Vine. Everyone was either shitty or like perfect.
See, I miss
and
the
there were
Vine
a few
train.
like really, really good creators, and everyone else, since they couldn't really work with the medium, were bad. Whereas TikTok, you have a lot more of a mid-range. So like, it's not just the people who are really, really funny. It's the people that are really, really funny, and the people that are kind of funny that I enjoy watching, but I'll admit they aren't the best, which really couldn't exist in Vine because they weren't creative enough. And that's kind of something I enjoy, and I think that has something to do with TikTok. Like myself, I'm not going to lie, I don't think I'm that funny, but I think I'm okay, and I know I couldn't do it on Vine because I tried to.
See,
and
people
it
just
didn't
like
go
when
well.
you yell at the screen, Kelvin.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
People like when you get angry in a gas station.
Yeah, I know, which is such a problem when I keep talking about leaving a gas station.
What's going to happen now? Are you gonna have another drop in your followage?
So
I'm subscribing right now.
Yeah, right now I'm clicking the button.
So yeah, no, I have a lot of plans for stuff I want to do, but it is going to be a lot less yelling in a gas station and a lot more yelling in my house. But like again, if I'm going to depend on my following for money, TikTok is not the way to do that. So even if it was, doing just TikTok is kind of a bad practice. Not to call out a lot of my TikTokers here, but a lot of them who are relying on income are just using TikTok, and it fucks them over when something happens on TikTok.
Right. You just gotta get OnlyFans.
Like, you gotta get an OnlyFans, you gotta get a Twitch, you gotta get a YouTube, you gotta get a Patreon, get it all.
See,
Speaking of OnlyFans, Cam, are you gonna get an OnlyFans and do like 3D animations? I'm just saying.
No, but I do have an OnlyCams.
There's a market.
I do have an OnlyCams account, so that's good.
Oh,
Only Cam's account. Oh,
Yeah, that's much more lucrative.
I can imagine there's probably a smaller population of
it's just
content
me.
it's only for Cams.
It's just me.
It's just for Camerons, Campbells, and Cambers.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, if we were to go to this Only Cams a website and subscribe, would we be able to see some more cursed sculptures? Because I'm interested.
No comment.
I'm pretty sure my cat just ran face first into a door on a side note.
Oh.
So normally I don't have the pets in the room with me recording, but I'm alone today, so they're both hanging out here. My cat is just being a crackhead like all cats do.
Of course.
I can one up
And my dog took an interesting route because as an added measure of soundproofing, since I record on my bed, I put all of my blankets and pillows behind the microphone so it doesn't bounce off the walls and come back around. And my dog has decided that she lives in that pile.
Oh,
Nice.
of course.
She crawled in there and she has not left in 40 minutes.
There
That's
you go.
lovely. Well,
Yeah, so this is my life right now. But anyway, back to cursed sculpts.
Oh no.
yeah. Can we talk about the cursed sculptures video, please, Cam? Is that a topic we can talk about?
I think that's the first video you might have seen, so it goes right around when I recommended Dearest Camber here.
So I've kind of became. I have a lot of facets in what I've done.
Right.
But one of the things that first kind of pole vaulted my platform was I did a realistic sculpture of the famed character Mr. Crocker of Fairly Odd Parents.
Right.
That did exceptionally well to a degree that I was not expecting. And, it kind of gives me joy a little bit to be like, okay, I will make a paralysis demon, and that's fine. Like,
It's fine.
it's fine. It's kind of fun. I've done streams where I've done streams with fellow artists, and they've like, hey, Cameron, just do some sculpts, and we're gonna stream them, and we just want to give you ideas, and you run with them, and they are so fun because I get. Yeah, and that's kind of where that one came from, was from those streams where it's like, I get to make whatever I want. Cool. Here's some stuff you don't want to see.
This is exactly what you don't want, right?
Exactly. It's very fun to hear the audio of those streams where half of the community is shouting no at the top of their lungs. And
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yes.
It's quality, though. Listen, it's quality.
See, that's the thing. Like, I want to make it weird and goofy, but at the same time, I also need to make it look nice.
Right. You are an artist, and you want your craft to look good.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I can respect that. I still want more cursed images, though.
You can DM them directly to Zoe. Like,
listen. I don't come on here having people want selfies. This is not.
Listen, I'll take a selfie too. Wait.
You asked for cursed content. I thought that's what you meant.
I want,
Oh!
Self-deprecation.
No.
Okay.
Woo!
I don't have a rebuttal. I have no rebuttal.
We've rendered Zoe speechless
Oh, yes.
again.
As
always.
Achievement unlocked.
You just gotta pick
So
up
I have a very important question,
Is
and
it that
Zoe
important?
yeah, it's very important.
Okay, I'm ready.
Zoe, you're going to recognize this and immediately feel bad that we forgot this. But Cam, the world wants to know if you would rather be a supervillain
or a supervillain
or a superhero.
OG.
Honestly, I know a lot of people because like I make the images that are spooky, but honestly, like if given a choice between hero and villain, I would instantly go hero. Like I want to help.
Nope.
Good. That's adorable. What would your superhero name be? Would it be Camtoonist?
No, it would be the Camity.
The Camity? Would you have a manatee outfit?
Why not?
Beautiful.
Camity sliding into the battle. I would pay money to see you do this. This is why I go on onlycams.
That's it. That's the content. The cam tent, if you will.
Oh no, the cam jokes, they never cease. So the reference to that is, and I know this only because I was of the editing the last episode and I had to re-listen to a bunch of the episodes to do it. In the first episode of our show, we didn't actually know each other yet. We'd only texted each other. We never talked in person. And we were going through a list of questions for like children, like for family gatherings and new sports teams and whatever it was. And one of the questions was, you rather be a superhero or a supervillain? And we're like, we both said supervillain. Yes. And we're like, we're gonna have to ask every guest going forward. And we asked like the first 3 guests and then stopped.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about it. We have to get back.
I listened to that and I was like, oh my goodness, we gotta. Like,
did you listen to it because of the nostalgia episode?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I didn't remember where things were, so I listened to every episode at 2 times speed. And might I say, we sound so much smarter at 2 times speed.
Do we?
Because there's a lot less pauses and ums. Just because they're shorter, so it sounds like we sound so much smarter at 2 times speed.
Exactly. To be smarter, you just have to talk faster. That's the idea.
Oh, okay, so I just gotta talk like this all the time.
Play loudly.
Right. Micro sheets.
I love that.
Jeez. Yes.
That's solid.
Beauty. That was just a joke that no guest is gonna get.
Oh no, that's fine.
Speaking of no guest gets, Cam actually listened to the most recent 2 episodes.
Did you?
I skimmed them. Yeah, I had to do research.
More than most
You're
of our guests
ahead of
do.
the ball. Like,
So, guest of the month, is that what we're...
Oh no.
Guest of the month.
You know, like
Cameron.
Well, considering that like you do these like twice a month, I don't know.
2 to 3 times a month. Yes.
And also considering
Zoe,
that the
and
last one of the only other one of the month was no guest. I mean, cool. I'll take that honor.
Yes, guest of the month. It's perfect.
Yeah, so Zoe, I'm gonna fight you still because I re-listened to the podcast where you mentioned like, oh, you know, there's 12 months, we do it 2 episodes a month, and you're like 24 episodes, and I'm like, no, dog, because sometimes we do 3 episodes in a month.
But that doesn't make any sense. There's 12 months. There's 4 weeks in a month. So that means there would be 2 Mondays.
There's 4.5 weeks in a month.
And we skip a month. We skip a Monday, so then we would have 2. It doesn't make any sense, Kelvin. It doesn't make any sense.
Wow, you sound really smart right now.
Is it because I'm talking
Zoe.
fast?
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
Zoe, sometimes if it lines up perfectly, since there are 4.5 weeks in a month, if we can sometimes do 3 episodes in a month. If we did an episode on the 1st, the next episode would come out on the 14th.
All I'm hearing
and the
is
next
lies.
episode would come out on the 28th, which is still in the month.
Nope. Time is a social construct, and I'm socially constructing it to not be that.
Someone went on a long rant on TikTok the other day about how time isn't real and hence we shouldn't care about it. I'm like, just because like something is a construct doesn't mean it's not real. That's like saying a sandwich isn't real because we invented
I'm
it.
just gonna say that person probably is late to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
they're just trying to come up with excuses.
They are from
for being a late.
They are
person.
from the Midwest. They don't know about appointments.
Hey, wait.
They're
Wait a
from
minute.
Canada.
Wait
For
a
record,
minute.
it's
Hold on.
I live in the
sniper.
Midwest.
I am
Wait a minute.
I am trash talking myself. I am a Hoosier.
Oh,
Okay. I was about to say, you coming after us, Michiganders, we will fight.
Excuse me, Hoosiers will throw down.
That's valid.
I'm in Nashville. Hi.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm just minding my own business. Don't mind.
I
At least
like-
we don't live in Florida. All right, listen.
Don't mind me living in the most liberal part of the Bible Belt. Just ignore me.
You're,
I don't know if Tennessee is part of the Bible Belt, but I think it's definitely part of the
I mean,
South.
I was about to say, like, if it's not, it's already like the official buckle of the belt.
Right.
Yeah. No, it is the most liberal place in the South, and it's wild.
It's a great time.
Yeah, this is a weird place to live. Oh, everything is weird all the time.
2020 is a weird place to live. What are you talking about?
So okay, don't mind me dying real quick. But I don't like. I'm starting to get bothered by all the 2020 sucks kind of memes, because like that is a
Going
point
into
where time's a
2020 didn't see
construct
this
where
happening. Didn't
where
have-
we decided to separate things like shitty things by year, because like shitty things were happening at the end of 2019 too.
Well, now we're separating.
It's not
by
like
month,
things.
though.
What?
We're separating shitty things by month now.
Okay, so
on.
January was World War III month.
Yep.
February, I don't remember
Australia
what happened then.
fire.
Was that when?
Oh yeah. that
February
too.
was Australia fire. March was when COVID started, or well, rather lockdown started. Let's see what happened in April. May is Murder Hornets. What happened in April?
April was shut down at 420 month. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
hash bash and all those celebrations for marijuana.
We were all excited for it to be 420 for an entire month, but not like this.
Well, no. April was the worst holiday ever, which is Bunny Day in Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a big thing too, wasn't it?
all you
The
cool
fucking
kids
creepy
with your
bunny.
Switches and
I
your
got a Switch
crossing
now.
of animals.
I got a Switch, Kelvin.
You got a Twitch?
I got a Switch.
A Switch. Okay, I was like, I know you have a Twitch, though. You've
I've-
had it for the entire time we've done this podcast.
Twitch.tv/tragedy.
But do you have an OnlyCams?
I need to
Yeah.
get OnlyCams. I got to change my name to
I
Cam.
need to legally
Need to-
change my name to
Yeah.
Cam.
Exactly.
And then
That's
get an
it.
OnlyCams.
That's the only requirement. So you're good.
How much is subscription a month to that? Again?
It depends on the length of name.
Okay.
So if I legally change my name to Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup, it would be a very
Yeah,
expensive
you'd be
subscription.
paying a lot.
Yeah, probably. We also charge per chicken morsel.
Oh, okay.
Ah, well, I'm allergic to poultry,
Oh.
so I think I'm good.
I don't eat
okay.
chicken.
Well, if you're okay, yeah, okay, cool.
You're the only person I've ever told that to, and literally the history of telling people that didn't go, what? That's all I ever eat. How do you survive?
I
Like,
mean, I've known people with some weird allergies and weird things that they
Yeah.
don't eat. So it's all
it's
good.
a pretty rare allergy.
It's fine.
But I remember there was a moment in, I want to say it was episode 2 with He Who Shall Not Be Named.
We
it was
cannot do that.
Connor
We are
Toss.
not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Stop that.
It was Connor Toss,
Right.
who is now
Right.
in hot
Of
water.
course. More like a sauna.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, anyway, Connor Toss, I had said, okay, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I need you to promise that you will not say, oh, but that's all I eat. And Zoe and Connor went, okay, and I was like, I am allergic to chicken. And Zoe goes, I don't really eat chicken. And then Connor pauses for like 2 seconds and goes,
Well, it appears that I have been given a responsibility to do an ad space, and I have to do it well, so here we go. Where's my script? Ah, yes, here it is. Hey, what up? It's me. I don't need to introduce myself. I'm coming at you with a chaotic ad break, all right? Are you ready? I don't think you are. So this week, we are sponsored by onlycams.cam. It's a place where only Cam can post content, and you'll find a premier portfolio from the renowned creator, Camtoonist, also known as Cam, Cameron, Camster, Campbell, like the soup. You can use our special promo code LONELY at the checkout that doesn't exist to get 0% off any purchase of nothing. That's right, folks. Just use the code LONELY at any checkout that doesn't exist to get 0% off any merchandise that doesn't currently exist. Okay, what next? So I talked about the fake sponsor, onlycams.cam, fake promo code, fake 0% off. What was next? Oh, right, a real way to support our channel and our show, Lonely Boy Hours. If you want to support our show, Lonely Boy Hour, the podcast that all of you love, because otherwise, why the hell are you listening to my fucking ad break? What is wrong with you? If you want to support our show as an individual, we have this lovely patreon.com/lonelyboyhour op where you can exchange your real world money for real world entertainment from us. At patreon.com/lonelyboyhour, you can sign up for any level of tiers ranging from $1 to hundreds of dollars and support our podcast. And in return, you'll receive bonus episodes only given to Patreon supporters, guest question forms where you can ask questions of guests we have, and help us pursue more entertainment adventures like our future D&D podcast. Or if you're the business type and you would like us to fill an ad space for you, just let us know. Please email us at lonelyboyhour@gmail.com. We love doing ads. I love this. If I could be in charge of ads, Kelvin, just put me in charge of ads. I'll just make it a funny bit every time. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like I actually do, and like I have a script, I'm just ignoring it. It's a funny bit. Speaking of funny bits, I won't keep you here in the ad break any longer. Feel free, enjoy the rest of the episode. I'm gonna go off and think of more ways to make Kelvin suffer post-edit for the rest of the show. So, see you later and enjoy the rest of the show.
I guess I have nothing to say then. This is the part of the podcast where we explain old jokes to the guests and vicariously to the people who didn't listen to the entire show.
Right.
Exactly. It's,
we gotta get people up to speed.
Exactly. My one friend is going to love that joke.
Yes.
Yeah. Woo! Go friends.
I know, right?
Wait, which...
Wait, y'all have friends?
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
What is this?
Wait a minute.
Sorry,
Zoe, I thought we were friends.
I should explain. Not friend, subscriber on OnlyCams. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The only.
Kelvin,
go ahead and go.
You're not my subscriber on OnlyCams, so we can't be friends. That's
exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry. Head on over to onlycams.com/camtoonist.
Oh wait, I need to look up
onlycams.com/cam.
Camity.
Oh, I was literally already pulling up Chrome to look up OnlyCams.
I don't know if this is going to be something that
Also,
people
despite
into a bad
not
place.
using OnlyFans, when I typed in only, the first result was OnlyFans.
Of course.
Onlycams.com. Here we go.
Are we just gonna give a random site so much like business? Is this what's gonna happen?
If it's not up right now, I'm about to buy the domain.
Yeah, it doesn't exist yet. It does not exist yet.
Like, can that be my portfolio website?
That's brilliant. You should do that.
Yeah, you should do it. I won't buy the domain. Buy it as fast as
honestly,
you can.
please, before this goes on, I need to get that.
Okay, you have until Monday to Sunday if you want. I think actually, OSR Deadpool might steal it. He's our patron. He's one of our patrons. He gets the episodes a day early. So you have until Sunday to buy that.
Okay,
domain.
I will do what I can.
What you can.
What you can.
Listen.
We've reached Cameron's limit of cam jokes.
This is becoming a pundemic, a pandemonium, a punderstorm, if you will.
Oh, jeez. I need to create a website where basically you give me money for the promise of things that'll never happen, and it's called Only Scams.
So my Twitter then. My whole
What?
Twitter, my whole Twitter and Twitch career, taking money for promising things I'll never do.
Yeah.
Onlyscams.com.
Onlycams.cam.
That could be a profitable website if it's just like a list of like scam emails that you can harass.
It's just filled with
Jeez.
Nigerian princes.
Yeah.
Why is
That's
people
a fun
Nigerian
activity.
princess?
If you guys haven't gone scam baiting,
Only
it
Scams
is
already
worth
exists.
your time. It is worth your time. All you have to do is find a scam email online and email them like you're in the middle of a conversation, and they will not realize that you just started talking to them.
Right.
Wait.
All you gotta do, because they're scamming like 100 people a day.
Wait.
Like, they don't know who's they're talking to.
Wait.
Yes.
There is an onlyscams.com.
Oh, god damn it!
It's
called...
It reviews OnlyFans models.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, wow.
That is art. What you just said.
Yeah.
It's a find the best OnlyFan accounts, OnlyFan model reviews and complaints.
So I love that. I love reviewing
There's a whole
OnlyFans
list.
models. I love that idea because I've had a lot of ideas for content to create online. Like, I'm the definition of a variety creator. I have thought about, now I want you to stay with me here. I have thought about making a Pornhub channel in which I review other Pornhub channels.
Oh.
Like a YouTube reaction YouTuber, except it's just porn.
Would you be naked in these porn videos though?
No, I would. I mean, who knows? I might be in like a Speedo or something. Wearing women's lingerie.
Of
Don't
course.
mind me.
Yeah,
No,
you gotta-
I would be fully clothed.
You gotta get that bralette.
Oh yeah.
I'd be fully clothed, but I'd like have a green screen in the background as porn.
You would look
that's-
great in a bralette, Kelvin.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Moving on.
Trash and I know
Did
what.
you say I'd be great in a porn? Hold on.
No, I said you would look great in a bralette.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it cut out there, so I thought you were saying I'd look great in a porn, and I'm like,
mean-
Zoe, I don't think we have that close of a friendship.
We have friends who've done pornos before.
We have.
We're not outing.
We have Dadley J. Jenkins.
God
I
damn it.
will edit that out on his request.
Oh, there we
I'm just
go.
gonna ask if you can leave.
I
that
will
in
ask
there.
him if it's okay to leave that in or not.
Well, putting that in my notepad.
Let me go ahead and shove that. I'm not even gonna put it in edit notes. I'm just gonna go DM him real quick. Don't mind me.
Speaking of Bradley,
Jay Jenkins.
we all know who my favorite TikToker is. Moving on from that, but Cam, do you have a favorite TikTok creator besides yourself, of course?
Oh, wow. Very presumptuous. Also true. But no, that's hard to say because I've gotten to know so many amazing artists, and we've kind of became a group, and itself is a TikTok channel at this point.
Right.
I like to call it the Avengers of animation.
Perfect.
Yes.
We're gonna copyright that.
No, well, no.
1 second. One
No,
second.
no.
I gotta go buy more domains.
There we go. No. Well, It's called Ticktoons TV, and it has a lot of amazing.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it has amazing creators. Abnormal Chaos, The Real Cornelius, Miss Riot Games, 2D McNudie, Milk Room, just a whole bunch of just amazing creators, and it's really hard to choose because they just kind of became just kind of this family that it's hard to say if I would have a favorite.
It sounds like a cop-out to me.
So that's like when someone says, "What's your favorite Marvel movie?" and you're like, "Oh, The Avengers." Like that's all you're picking right now. That's fine.
No, because
We're just messing with you, Cam.
oh, I know.
What's your favorite Marvel character? The Avengers.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
That's
Ditto.
What's your favorite Pokemon? Gen 1. It's okay. It's okay.
Sugimori. Okay, and
So, I have just realized something that has never creeped me out until now. But on my desktop, most of my icons for games are people's faces. Because I got like Fallout 3 where it's the little Vault Boy. I got Monster Prom where it's like a little ghost. I got Outlast where it's a shadowy figure with glowing eyes. I got Hat in Time. More importantly, I have the mod runner for Stardew Valley, which is a chicken with a pufferfish face staring me down.
Oh, good.
I just never realized that this is such a design choice that it's all just faces staring you down.
well, it's the same thing with phone apps now. You know, you have like the clashes of and stuff. They're just character portraits.
Right.
Oh yeah. I'm looking through my phone now to verify, but I don't play a lot of those games.
Me neither.
Mr. Monopoly is staring me in my soul now.
Mr. Monopoly.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of Mr. Monopoly, I came across this thing the other day, and I feel like it needs to be talked about because I am upset, but I want to make sure I'm not crazy. I recently stumbled upon Miss Monopoly. Have either of you heard of this?
It's a game about women winning economy or capitalism, right?
Right, yeah, you're on the right page.
Yeah.
So I was on board for a minute because like the picture on the front is Miss Monopoly, which is Mr. Monopoly's niece, who is a self-made investment guru. Which, if your family is billionaires, how are you self-made? But I'll accept it. I'll let that slide. And instead of properties, you're buying inventions that women made, and I'm like, that's awesome. That's cool. And then women start with more money and make more money when passing go and make more money on chance and community chest. Right. And I was I was like, at best, best case scenario, you are saying that women need an advantage to win.
Yeah?
That is worst case scenario. You're saying that women should deserve more than men do.
Or it's a conversation on the reverse patriarchy. It's showing patriarchy, but in the opposite facet.
Yeah, okay, and I'd be okay with that if it was something that favored men. But Monopoly is very gender neutral. Like,
no, it's
men and women make the same amount of money in normal Monopoly, and being male gives you no advantage in normal Monopoly.
See,
the reason the spokesperson is a man is because it's based off a very, very rich guy from history who was a man.
See, you have the point A argument, you have the point B argument. The true seer, see it as copyright infringement on Miss Pac-Man. So there we go.
Yeah, Miss Pac-Man was great because Miss Pac-Man was just like it was because women were playing a lot of video games and like, yeah, that's great, awesome. Here's a female protagonist, and guess what? She's Miss Pac-Man, not Mrs. Pac-Man. She's not married to Pac-Man. She's her own independent woman.
Exactly.
And I'm like, you fucking go, Miss Pac-Man. But like, I don't think Monopoly's doing it correctly.
They have the same last name, so wouldn't they technically be like siblings or something?
They're probably like siblings.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
They're not married.
You know, back in the days when
a
bow was considered genitalia, you know.
Right. Or mini.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't like if it was a game that favored men previously in any way, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, cool. Let's flip it around. Why not? But it's a historically gender neutral game.
Right. Well, I remember one of the big things for a while that was a big uproar was what was it? It was millennial Monopoly.
Millennial Monopoly.
The credit cards.
Forget about real estate. You couldn't afford it anyway.
Exactly.
Hey, fuck you, Monopoly.
Yep.
I don't know. Monopoly, to me, just continually drops the ball in the attempt to be with the times.
Have y'all played
and
the
like
cheater
at the end of the day, What?
The Cheater Edition. Have you played that? It's terrible.
I've seen it, but I've not played it.
It's terrible.
I don't know. I think Monopoly is trying to be more than it should. Like, just make, like, regional and seasonal variations of the same game, okay?
I don't like Monopoly.
I don't know. I like there's a version of it where you, like, use debit cards instead of, like, regular, like, cash, and, like, that's fine. That's a very clean game. Like, those variations are fine, but, like, so many weird ones out there, like Millennial Monopoly.
Should we just play Catan if we're going to play Monopoly? Catan is way better than Monopoly.
You saying Catan? Like Settlers of Catan?
Yeah, Catan.
Those are very different games, but they are both fun as hell, and I do prefer...
They both take for fucking ever.
Yeah, Settlers of Catan is fun as fuck, though. It is the classic board game for nerds.
If a game takes more than, like, 20 minutes to play, it's a fucking long game. They all go in the same category.
Exactly.
Including Digital Uno.
If you
Digital Uno, we need to play some Uno on the show.
That's a live show idea right
just
there.
Not
There
like a live show
go.
or just like a live stream where we meet up in person once the world stops ending,
Right.
and we play some Uno.
Wait, the world's going to stop ending?
Maybe.
I'm not ready
hopefully.
for that.
oh man.
Yeah, let's be real. We got at least another few months
Wait,
Right.
at best.
Does that mean I need pants again? Dang it.
Oh, no.
Oh, are you wearing pants? Cam? Be honest with us.
I am.
I am
Oh
also.
no!
I know.
Wearing
Boo!
I'm sorry.
Bro.
I mean, they're shorts, okay?
Okay, that's
I
fine.
could be a
That's
little
like a
bit of a
half pant.
tease.
So, how did we all celebrate Wear Pants or Don't Day? I wore pants all day. I woke up and I was like, pants!
I
and
wore
then
pants.
I hated it.
didn't wear pants all day.
I specifically wore pants the whole day. I knew.
Yeah.
I celebrated thusly.
I didn't wear
Yeah,
pants
because
all
I
day.
asked if you wanted to be on after we recorded our most recent episodes, but not before it posted, so you had time.
Oh yes, I prepared.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't wear pants, as is my tradition.
And that you
And
know,
I wore them all day and I hated it.
and I respect your decisions to not wear pants. It is
Yes.
your right
Good.
as a
Our right to be
as
pantsless.
yes.
Thank you. I feel
You gotta fight.
validated.
Boy, you're right.
To wear pants.
Oh, wait, we clapping again? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, there's that clap sync.
Yep, there we go.
We'll clap sync it up 50 minutes into recording. That's when we'll sync it.
That's-
and then I'll retroactively go back and edit.
That's
Yes.
quality.
The perfect podcast.
Chef's kiss.
It's perfect.
Mwah!
It's perfect.
Beauty.
Oh yeah.
I don't
It's
know
all
how
coming
long we
together.
were recording because I'm pretty sure it took us like 30 minutes alone just to get set up this episode since we
Yeah,
started recording.
it's all good. It's all good.
So according to Audacity, we've been recording for 50 minutes. I'm going to assume it's only been 40 minutes and not enter Wrap Up City.
Okay, that's fine.
So does anyone have anything they want to talk about either in the real world or TikTok, since we are now the only TikTok news show?
That's true. We are on the only TikTok.
Oh
news show.
yes, that's true.
We got to keep up with it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think of things I saw today, which is a bad example. Someone sent user SoggyAlien22 a very, very sexual email, and that made me uncomfortable because that's a child.
Yep.
Y'all
Oh,
can't.
I saw
we have
that.
a emergence of old TikTok audios again.
Yes.
Some
Did
of the
we?
old
What
ones
came out?
from about a year ago are coming back out. Fuck, you're gonna really test my knowledge. I just noticed it because on my feed I've got a lot of nostalgic audios playing. Let me see if I,
I
can
brought
run through my recent links.
I brought back United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama,
Oh, yeah.
Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Right.
I know that song is called like Yakko's World, but I like to just sing the whole
Oh,
thing.
of course. Why not? Robert Paulson is a
United
gift.
States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still. I had this memorized since before I did TikTok.
We can
And-
also talk about the fact that Avatar: The Last Airbender is being cosplayed a lot more now on TikTok
Well, of
because it's been
course.
released on
As
Netflix.
it should.
Yes, absolutely.
Having said that, I think I'm gonna start doing a Zuko cosplay
love to do
of like
Toph.
the later seasons where he's got long hair.
Oh yeah.
Because I've been practicing my burn marks recently, and I think I can do a good around the eye burn mark. That was actually why I got liquid latex, and then I ended up not doing it for that. because I have my bathroom has just like not gallons, like I think they're pints, but just 2 giant tubs of liquid latex just on the counter.
Oh, of course.
Right next to some olive oil and paper towels, and no one knows what the fuck's going on when they enter my bathroom.
Who doesn't have that?
Me.
You need olive oil in your bathroom, okay? It's very important.
No, you don't. You need shea butter in your
I
bathroom.
mean, Popeye would agree with you.
Oh, God.
Olive. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized what you said.
Blow me down. No. Whoa.
That was a really good, like, drunk Popeye. That's Popeye if he smoked another pack of cigarettes.
That is
more.
Popeye if he had a child with Moz from Monsters Inc. Like,
I'm always watching.
Mike Wazowski.
How you doing, olive oil? I'm always watching olive oil. Always.
Listen, Pluto.
Hey, I came across one of your videos, Camtoonist, while I was looking for things to talk about on TikTok.
I'm so sorry.
If we're looking for things to talk about, we could segue into the ASMR section that I'm sure you didn't warn Cam about.
Oh, not even slightly. Hey, Cam, do you know what ASMR is?
That's a very sexy man rabbit.
It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
It's always a good time.
Oh, I'm sure.
One person likes this in our audience, so we keep doing this.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Okay, that one.
I can't even remember if it started in the second episode or the first one.
Oh,
I don't remember where it started.
Right. I mean, this is basically our way of saying, hey, I know that some people want feet pics, but this is the best we're gonna do. You know.
This is what you get. You don't get feet pics. No. Zoe will probably sell her feet pics if you ask her.
Right. I mean, you got to go to
onlycams.
Yeah.
I'm jumping out.
Okay. Yeah, Zoe, you beat me 5 seconds into that joke. I was so close.
Only cams.
Yes.
So I don't know. Here's something to talk about. Jason Derulo has a TikTok, and in my opinion, he's the only celebrity that knows how to do TikTok.
Jason Derulo.
He recently released a video where it's just a smash cut of every time he says Jason Derulo at the beginning of the song.
That's brilliant.
He also did the like bump like that. Do you remember that trend a few weeks ago where you used to do that little dance to that song, Siren Beat?
I love that dance. It can go to every song.
He not only did he do that dance, but he made a song to go over it.
Brilliant.
It's actually pretty good. But the music video starts with him like, I can't get this out of my head. Like, He of course did the wipe it down trend. Like he actually does TikTok like as if he wasn't also a celebrity.
Exactly.
I prefer that than celebrities just putting, it's their celebrity content.
That's hot.
That's hot. It's real
That's
hot.
all we have to say.
Yeah, I love it when a celebrity's TikTok presence isn't just I'm a celebrity. Like one of the co-creators for Phineas and Ferb, who also plays like Doofenshmirtz, is on TikTok, and I fucking love him. Like,
he's on there. A lot of like animation people are on there. Like old school. Like I think Butch Hartman has one. I think as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
But yeah, so it's definitely interesting. It's funny because I also did a Doofenshmirtz one as well. If you really want to go back,
I
I'll search it out. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
So Perry. No, I can't do it.
Perry the
Platypus. I can't
Slow me down. No, okay.
Hello, Perry. How you doing?
I was trying to be an amateur voice actor.
I'm always watching Perry the Platypus. Always. When all else fails, do a Popeye Ross impression.
A plumber that's a platypus.
It's perfect.
A platypus plumber?
Platypus.
Perry the Platypus plumber. Perry the Platypus.
Perry. Okay.
Perry the Platypus.
Well, I know.
Sorry for this cursed ending to the podcast.
I mean,
It's
that's what
perfect.
happens when you bring me in.
It's very on brand.
Yeah, listen, I should have known.
You should.
It's very on brand. At least it's not us just like like delaying the end of the show,
Right.
for 5 minutes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just like, no, we're not ending. We're not
No.
going anywhere.
Did you listen to the final cut of that episode, Zoe?
I did not.
Also, Cam, you said you listened to the most 2 recent episodes. Does that mean that for the first episode you thought that we did, like, the co-host was a guy?
No,
Because in the second,
Zoe actually did inform me that that's not the norm, and like I kind of figured it out. We're good.
That would be a confusing 2 episodes
be.
to listen to.
Yeah.
Considering it jumped right, from having 2 regular hosts, and then all of a sudden it's just the 2 hosts, but one of them is not the original
Right,
host that you
of
heard.
course.
Yeah, especially since one of the intro was, and I'm joined with the host who is always the host, and we've never changed.
Exactly. Essentially, this
Which,
is
if you don't know the rest of the show, that would sound accurate.
right. Essentially, this is just the Mad Libs of a podcast. Like, it just changes each time. It's great.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Our podcast is a Mad Libs, and I don't know that that's a good
Like,
thing.
it's perfect. Everybody, who doesn't love a Mad Lib?
Right.
All right. Kelvin, you were awfully quiet there just now.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, no, I'm playing a fun game. Don't mind
Are you
me.
You're
alert?
playing
Are
a
you-
game while we record a podcast?
Are you also?
No, I'm not playing like a video game. I'm playing a game irrelevant to the podcast because I'm curious how close we are to having an even spread of who got which guest.
Oh, gotcha.
Who do we count Connor as? Because I suggested it, but you made the
Connor
message.
doesn't count. We're just not counting Connor because that was a dual effort.
Yeah, Gwen's a Zoe guest.
Gwen is.
Mr. Pelusit's a me guest. We're gonna not count Connor or his brother again.
Speaking of, Mr. Pilsuit is the only guest on the roster that Cam recognizes. Is that right, Cam?
Well,
that's
it was one of
interesting.
the ones that popped out to me. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a close friend of mine
Yeah,
these days.
very cool.
Joe, if you're listening, how you doing, fam? I'll message you on
How's your
Snapchat
podcast
later.
going?
How you doing?
Who? Short
You want to
stuff was a
subscribe to me on
product of
OnlyCams?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
the only
Hey,
So the next question is who is Short X stuff? I think she was just a Connor guest.
She was my guest.
Okay, we'll count you. Johnny's my guest. Taka's your guest.
Taco is.
Jay's my guest.
Kanoa.
Kanoa is Jay's guest. We both wanted him on the show, but Jay recommended him.
Okay.
I'll let you count it if it comes down to it. Metro Mike's a you guest. Sir Pfeffers is a me guest.
Are we just listing off the
Ian
guests we've had before?
ZG was a recommendation, but I'll give it to you since you messaged. Goon is a me guest. Should Dadley count as a me guest?
Dadley's not technically a guest yet.
Okay, cool. So right now, I would say that we are tied because with Cam I am winning, but I will give you
Kanoa.
whoever I was
Kanoa.
saying was probably you, Kanoa. Yeah. So right now we're tied. We've done it.
See, this is all just brought back old elementary school memories of dodgeball where I'm always picked the last. It's all good.
Listen, we said,
You're the
well,
most
here's the thing.
recent.
In
That's
8
okay.
weeks, you will not be picked last.
Right.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us in the memoriam of the Lonely Boy Hour guest. It's great.
Yeah, if this was the last episode, you would be picked
Yes.
last. But luckily, this isn't. I think we've said this is the last episode like 8 times after the like 20 episodes we've done. Like,
Again, to quote last time, for legal reasons, no.
no. For legal reasons, I cannot say. Did you talk to Babino about being on the podcast, Zoe?
Not yet.
Okay, you gotta bring it up.
Listen, I know. I got a list of people to message. I'm hoping that Cam being
You
on the
can't
show,
message the person you live with.
Listen.
Oh.
You live with Babino.
She's busy. She works a full-time job.
Sorry, her name is Babe. The fans
Yes.
of her are the Babinos.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's a joke that might not be got. So
I'm
Zoe's
hoping-
girlfriend Haley's name, we've just called her Babe, and the reason is not even podcast related. I don't think. I think I called her Babe during a time when we were playing Stardew Valley alone.
Yeah.
But since then, her name's not Haley; it is Babe.
Okay.
Because Zoe went, "Hello, but hey, Babe," and I go, "Oh, hi, Babe." Like
Okay,
It's a code
of
name.
course. Yeah, of course.
that. Yeah,
Like
that
Cam.
wasn't even on a podcast.
Right.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
So-
a podcast.
Yeah. So anyway, is there anything else you want to talk about before we enter Wrap Up City?
I mean, you're the one that apparently had thousands of questions, so I'm here. I'm here for you.
Yeah, Zoe, hit us.
Is a big word.
I think Zoe said she had a bunch of questions. I said thousands to throw Zoe directly underneath the bus.
I'll just quick spot them off.
Okay, yes,
Ready?
go.
All right, first off,
quick round, fire.
And you're not gonna have time to answer them. Where did you get your name, and why did you choose to change the M? And you explained that because you're Cameron. The next one is how much do you typically make off of TikTok, and what are your side hustles or your side jobs? Have you ever worked on any video games or any animations that are in like film print? What are your hobbies? Do you like D&D? Have you read any good books recently? I have a whole list, but listen, they're not really.
Okay, can you answer all of those with one word, with one sentence, please?
Yes, I can. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Okay. Pun. Haha. Funny. I have not done anything in the actual film industry as of yet. No. But I do want to. Also, what are my hobbies? I enjoy video games. I enjoy cooking. I am not D&D, unfortunately. Never got a chance to. The other ones are. Hold on. Why? Oh, do have I read any good books? No, unfortunately, I'm not that much of a reader. What were the
I think you're good.
Side hustle. I had a retail. Have a retail job that is currently not at this point happening, but that's fine.
COVID. It's fucking Rona.
Zorona.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Would you ever want to work on like a video game in like a video game environment, or what kind of work would you want to do as an artist?
Well, I'm open to a lot of stuff. Like I definitely love the idea of creating models and stuff. Video games are always a fun idea. I'm definitely not opposed to it. I have done. I don't think any of it came out yet, or I don't know. I really have lost track of, but I have done commissions for indie projects, but I don't think it's seen the light. I haven't checked up on them, but so I am open to the idea for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So I think we answered all the questions, and if we didn't, who cares? Exactly. So, all right. So let's dive head for Cat. We're not meowing right now.
Wrap up? Your cat is screaming at you.
Cat. She wants my
Does
attention.
she want to tell something to Cam?
She's so. I tried to raise a cat. I ended up with a bird. If no one's looking directly at her, she'll just kind of squeak and squeal. She also, I swear, she's not doing it right now, but she will chirp. Like it sounds so. Like imagine if her like meow was an audio file. But like parts of it got cut out. Like she'll meow and it sounds like her meow is glitching.
Right.
It's the weirdest thing. Where it's like cracked and stops but starts again instant without her like doing anything. It's so weird.
That's fine. Your cat is subscribed with AT&T. It's all good.
Oh, this episode not sponsored by AT&T. AT&T, you can go fuck yourself until you sponsor us.
Do we have a sponsor? Do we have a Blue Apron sponsorship?
Oh,
we don't. Good thing we've already killed that sponsorship.
You'll just bleep it out like you always do anyway. I'm not worried about it.
Nope, that one I'm not going to because you've already ruined it in like 12 episodes.
Oh
no. We kept talking about wanting a Blue Apron sponsorship, and Dat Dirty Taco in like episode like 10, I want to say, brought up a very valuable point where he was like, if you keep saying their name, they're not going to sponsor you because you're already talking about them for free.
That's very true.
So now I won't let Zoe say the name of any brand.
Okay.
I'm going to make an exception for AT&T, and of course, since we've already ruined Blue Apron. But if we could get a sponsorship from... I hate you. I was about to say if we could get a sponsorship from some other food delivery service that brings fresh and delicious ingredients right to your door. I hate you, Zoe. But yeah, that one. The one I censored out with the sound of like my cat meowing. I will record my cat meowing and censor it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Flower, can you meow for me, please, into the mic?
That was adorable.
Yes.
Right? I literally held the mic to her face and pet her, and that's what happened.
So cute. So awkward segue city into the
Okay, guys. So thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you can do so at 615-852-6066. That's 615-852-6066.
We
did not get any new...
I didn't have my pencil ready. Can you do that one more?
Oh, okay, of course. Hold on.
615-852-6066. Now, we did not get any new voicemails this week, but I do have a pretty hearty backstock of things that Grizz left. Hey,
really?
Grizz.
Oh. Hi, Grizz.
Hey, Grizz.
Hi, Grizz.
So I don't have one prepped, so we're gonna pretend we listened to it for the third week in a row.
That was...
Well, that was a pretty long intro, I reckon. I just calling to say I really like that podcast, especially with that one real pretty boy. That Mike. Anyway, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
So wasn't that hilarious,
thanks for
man?
the message, Grizz.
That was a good. Oh, I chortle, sir. I chortle.
I'm so done with this.
Anyway, if you'd like to help us, Zoe, do a Patreon plug.
If you want to support us wearing pants or not wearing pants, and get me out of this really hot thing that I've got over my head so that you don't hear the echo of my dining room, you can support us at
Are you in a blanket?
I have a giant, it's a curtain. It's a it's a blackout curtain hanging over my whole setup.
Perfect.
It's a little warm. If you want to support us, you can go to not Lonely Boy. You can go to patreon.com at lonelyboy. Patreon.com/lonelyboyhour, and you can support us there.
Oh, you did it!
Yeah, nailed it.
Flawless
Calvin,
victory.
I'm done. Do we want to go into the? If you want to send us,
If you want to email us your cursed sculpts, you can do so by emailing us at lonelyboyhour@gmail.com.
If you want to let us know who you subscribe to on onlycams.cam.
On onlycams.
Yes, absolutely.
I was gonna get back to onlycams.
Yes.
You can
Of
email
course.
us at lonelyboyhour@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And just Gmail will work. They'll forward it to us.
It will not work. Anyway, guys, I am Calvin, aka the Noodle Doodler. You can find me on TikTok. If you really, really look, you can find me on Twitch, or you can just check the link in the description. You guys can, really just go down to your local grocery store and shout, but make sure you shout from 6 feet away wearing gloves and a mask. I don't want to get sick. I can't visit my loved ones until this stops, so knock it off. Anyway, Zoe, would you like to shill your stuff?
You know it already, and if you don't, you should listen to the
cool.
other episodes.
So, Cam, would you like to shill your stuff?
You're stiff arming me. Follow me. At
You said that we already knew it.
And Cams only onlycams.
Onlycams.com/trash.
All right, I'll see you there. Get my feet pics.
This is such a great rehearsal, guys. Okay.
Yeah, this is not the real podcast.
Of course not. Of course it.
This is the practice round.
No.
Cam, would you like to shill your stuff?
Yes, I will love to. I am Camtoonist on pretty much every platform. Every platform. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. OnlyCams, absolutely. It's only me and Cameron Diaz right now, so we're good there. And also James Cameron. Oddly enough, he just keeps posting the blue people. It's good. So that is I.
Brilliant.
All right.
Song request.
So, our music for our commercial breaks is Focus on Myself by Gloria Tells, and our intro song is Happy School by Joseph Falkenskold, which segues us perfectly into our song recommendation section. Zoe, would you like to start us off?
I've got a Mongolian metal band.
I love it already.
It's The Hue. It's or The Who, depending on how you say it. It's the and then HU. And I'm recommending Wolf Totem. Listen, y'all, you should watch their YouTube videos of their stuff. They got a cool instrument. Listen, they're pretty good. I'm not into metal, but they're pretty good.
Nice. Okay, so I would like to recommend The Wanderer by Sean James. It is a perfect combination of a lot of good instrumental work and still being a fucking bop. So, Cam, would you like to recommend a song for our listeners to listen to?
Yes, absolutely. We're going a little bit old school with this one. It definitely has a lot of meaning to me growing up. It is Bill Withers' Lean On Me.
Brilliant.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That'll mesh well with the rest of the playlist.
Yeah, you can find all of these songs as long as they're available on Spotify, which I know at least mine and Cam's are, because I just checked Cam's, but I did not check Zoe's. On the Lonely Boy playlist on Spotify. As always, that's BOI, not BOY. It's got every song that we've ever recommended in this bit of the show. Again, guys, thank you so much for listening, and make sure to go get yourself tested.
And hydrate, don't dehydrate.
Only cams.